Motivation will lie to you. It will show up strong on Monday morning and disappear by Wednesday afternoon. Consistency will not lie to you because consistency does not depend on how you feel. And after 30 years in accountancy, I can tell you exactly which one of these built careers and which one ended them. Here's what I've observed over 3 decades working alongside professionals at every level. Motivated people are impressive at the start. They arrive with energy. They talk about what they're going to do. They make plans. They set targets. And then the work gets difficult. The results take longer than expected. The recognition does not come. The project runs into resistance. And the motivation, which was never a system, but just a feeling, disappears. Consistent people are less impressive at the start. They do not make announcements. They do not need the right conditions or the right mood. They simply do what they committed to do today, tomorrow, and the day after. And over time, something remarkable happens. The motivated person is still talking about what he's about to do or what he's going to do. The consistent person has already done it. I've watched this pattern repeat itself in finance teams, in audit departments, in small firms, and in large organizations across 30 years. The people who lasted, the people who were trusted, the people who built something that remained, they were not the most motivated. They were the most consistent. Motivation is an emotion. Consistency is a decision. And decisions outlast emotions every time. Now, I want to show you that this is just not a modern productivity idea. This is a biblical principle, and the Bible addresses it with more precision than any self-help framework I've ever read. Galatians 6 verse 9 in the NIV says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we don't give up." Read this carefully. It does not say if you stay motivated. It does not say if you feel inspired. It says if you don't give up. The harvest is promised. The timeline is God's. Your responsibility is to just keep going. 1 Corinthians 15 verse 58 in the NIV goes even further. Stand firm, let nothing move you. Always give yourself fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor is not in vain. Stand firm, let nothing move you. Not stand firm when you feel like it, not stand firm when the results are visible. Stand firm, full stop. Because your labor is not in vain. Even when it looks like it, even when the numbers are small, even when the recognition has not arrived, even when you are doing something that is right in that room and nobody has noticed it yet, your labor is not in vain. And James 1 verse 4 says, "Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete and not lacking anything." Mature and complete, lacking nothing. This is the outcome of perseverance, of showing up again and again, whether you feel like it or not. This is what consistency produces in a person. If this is resonating with you, subscribe before we move on, because the next 3 minutes are the most practical part of this video. 3 specific practices that will replace motivation with something that actually lasts. Practice number 1, decide before the feeling leaves. Motivation is loud before you begin. This is the moment to make a decision, not about the task, but about the standard. Before you start a project, before you begin a new responsibility, before you make a commitment to anyone, decide. This is what I want to do, and this is what I'll do, regardless of what or how I feel when I get there. Write it down if you have to. Because when the feeling leaves, and it will leave, your decision remains. Practice number 2, make the standard the minimum and not the goal. Motivated people aim for their best on the days when they feel good or they feel their best. Consistent people set a minimum standard and they protect that. They do that every day without any exceptions. In 30 years in accountancy, I've never had a perfect day. But I had a standard and I protected that, whether the day was difficult or the day was straightforward. Your minimum standard is not your ceiling. It is your floor. And the professional who protects their floor every single day builds something that the motivated individual will never, ever do. Hebrews 12 in the NIV describes it this way. Let us run with perseverance the race that has been marked for us. Run your race, your standard, your commitment, not someone else's energy, not a feeling you are chasing, your flow, protected every day. Practice number 3, measure months and not days. This is the one that most professionals miss. They measure consistency based on the wrong scale. One difficult day becomes evidence that things are not working. One slow week becomes a reason to reconsider. That is not how consistency works. Consistency is only visible over months. In accountancy, the work I did in month number 1 was not visible in month number 1. It was visible in quarter 3. It was visible in the audit. It was visible in the trust that had been built over time by showing up every single day in the same way. Stop measuring your consistency daily. Start measuring your consistency quarterly. That shift alone will protect you from moments when motivation has disappeared and the results are not visible. Those moments are not signs that it's not working. They are the most important moments because what you do in them defines whether you are consistent or whether you are just motivated. I want to close with this. Motivation is a gift. Whenever it arrives, use it. Let it accelerate you. Let it push you to the next level that you have never been before. But do not build your professional life on it because it will leave. And when it leaves, what remains is who you really are. Consistent professionals are not people who never feel tired, who never feel discouraged, and who never question whether the work is worth it. They are the people who decided before any of this arrived that their standard was not negotiable, that their commitment was not dependent on any condition. That the God they serve on Sunday is the same God watching them show up quietly, faithfully on any unremarkable Tuesday that nobody will ever write a story about. Be that person, not because of motivation, because you decided to.